What's up, model brats? It's Special God here. So, thank you guys for 100 subs. By the way, I am happy that we got 100 subs and we're still growing. So, yeah, I know I have the previous video which I uploaded was what if Deco had Titan Shifter. I really didn't mean it to be the 100 sub special, so this is the 100 sub special. You can keep it like that. Yeah, I'll just remove the title of being 100 sub special because that video I made it when I started this channel, but I didn't upload it because I didn't really like it because it was like 6 minutes long and I wanted to make a longer video. But since I had things to do because my mom found out that I was making videos and she really didn't want me to make videos and stuff because I had a bad experience with making videos, and so she didn't want me to go through that again. So yeah, that's why she told me no making videos, but me being me still protested against that, and here I am making a video because she's out buying groceries and stuff, but I'm here making videos and stuff. So anyways, this what if is, yeah, before I start this what if, I just want to clear some things. I'm gonna make a playlist for every videos I make, every new video I make, and the series will gonna be continuing as per normal because why not? I won't be able. I think in a week, 3 to 4 videos might come, or 3 videos max. So, anyways, we are here. And one more thing, I'm gonna after this, what if there are 2 more what ifs coming up, and after that I'm gonna continue all the previous what if series. So yeah, I know my English is bad, so please bear with me. So without any further ado, let's get watching. So during the first King Wizard era, I don't know what his name was, William something, but I don't care and I don't know because he's not important to the story right now. So in that, in the first Wizard Kings era, there was a strange rumor going on, where once in a million years, a kid is born with an ability to sense, ki. They don't know it's called ki. Their rumor was, yes, his ability is that the 5 senses of the body, or the instincts, you could call it. The 5 senses are smell, seeing, smelling, hearing, thinking, and feeling. The 5 instincts of a body. There is the person who has the one once in a million lifetime ability, has buffed of these. Then when he's born, he's buffed in muscular and stuff like that. And when the rumor went on, there were many crazy shit happened, and the rumor finally came to the land of the sun. There was one old man who was intrigued by this rumor, and he wanted to create something of his own. Then he created key, the key thing, which was from the land of the sun, and he only passed it to the disciples of his family or something like that because he was a martial artist. So why not? So years passed, and the day of Asta is born, and he's still still sent to the orphanage because his mom Lichita still has her uncurable magic. If you don't know who Lichita is, she's Asta's mom, and if you don't know what her magic power is, you can just see the manga. So this video contains some more manga spoilers. So anyways, without that, let's continue. Asta's upbringing is just the same, but his abilities, his personality is different. He can sense other people's intentions. His body is buffed. His 5 instincts, the instinct, his body instincts are buffed. He can do anything easily in the church. So one day he was walking through the village. He sensed some different kind of intentions, sexual intentions, bad intentions, and 2 more, thieving intentions, hurting intentions, as well as killing intentions. This was something which he didn't like, so he went to the father of the church and asked him about why these people are like that, their intentions. The father, who knew about Asta's ability, because there was a note which said about Asta being a different guy and he could sense people, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm saying Lichita knows that he has this ability. So, anyways, so he the father says that this is the human body, this is the feelings of a human body, you can't change it. This is all part of life. The religious shit. Yeah, Asta's not religious, okay? So Asta's not religious, and he still befriends who has the same age as him. But in this what if timeline, and Asta are about the same height. Yeah, I don't, they both are the same height till they reach, till they get the Grimwa. So I wanted to make that clear. So one day when Yuno and Asta were coming home from a chore, a man came. Asta got the intention. He sensed the intention from far ago, but he also knew that the guy was following him, but he didn't know that he would attack here. He was planning to run with but he attacked here. And when they were going, so he attacked here, and Asta being protective and all, starts fighting. And due to Asta having buffed skills, buffed body and buffed instincts, he was able to hold off, but he doesn't have buffed power. He still has that 6-year-old guy's power. That doesn't change. Or an 8-year-old kid's power. Not 6-year-old, but 8-year-old, 2 years. So yeah, but he still gets his ass beaten by the stranger. But in this, when he was he didn't get his ass beaten by the stranger, because he was able to touch all of his attacks, all of the stranger's attacks easily. And while he dodging, he looked at was crying, and then when he sensed he saw a wind affinity inside him. And when he was dodging, he talked to he told about his wind affinity and how to use it. And who was trusting of Asta, who trusted Asta, and who also knew about Asta's ability, trusted Asta, and then did what Asta told him to, and boom, you know made a small tornado which distracted the stranger enough for Asta to give all use all his power in one fist and give him a punch which knocked him out. And Asta took to the orphanage, and they both laughed, saying this and that. And the upcoming years, Asta and trained together. Asta taught how to sense people like that. And yeah, they trained till for some years, till the official story starts in the canon. So about Asta is buffed, is stronger than what he was in canon, is faster than what he was in canon. He has high senses, he can sense key, others intentions, others pressure and all. Even can sense it, but is not. He is like a mini version of Yami. But Asta is on a whole different league. He can sense better than anyone, because Asta has the buff of a million times like that. And now they are getting Grimble, but Asta doesn't go, because Asta already knows that he doesn't have magic. As I said, Asta can sense what is inside of people. So he sensed it inside himself, and he realized that he doesn't have a magic. So he doesn't go to the Grimvar ceremony, because you need a magic affinity to have a Grimoire. So if he doesn't have magic affinity, then why waste time you going to the the shitty Grimoire place? He thinks. So he only sends it and gets the 4-star. No, not 4-star. I was gonna say the 4-star Dragon Ball, the 4-leaf Grover, and yeah, and the same incident against the Chainsaw Man happens. But how this happens differently. Has the sensing ability, but the Chainsaw Man is an assassin. So he was able to hide his mana as well as his presence easily. So yeah, that's how he was caught in a chainsaw, and he got his book stolen. And Asta, who was harnessing his power, sensed this. he was trying to sense what had a power boost or something, because he thought having Grimwald would give someone a power boost, but he saw being pressured down by a murderous aura. He just ran for it, and due to Asta having no mana, he was he wouldn't be able to he wasn't able to sense. No, he wasn't be I can't say the word. He wasn't able to be sensed. He wasn't able to be sensed. And that he uses to his advantage, kicked the chainsaw guy to the wall, tried to help, but the chainsaw was still there. And when the chainsaw guy came back up, he complimented us on how he was good in preserving his mana and all. But Asta, being an idiot, said that he doesn't have any mana, and the chainsaw laughed. The chainsaw guy laughed, saying that he was an idiot to say this big secret, and he used this to advantage and made multiple chainsaws. And Asta, being Asta, focused on all on the chainsaws, and he forgot about one chainsaw which wrapped around his leg, took him up, was slapped into the ground, threw him to the wall, and the chainsaw guy stabbed him, and being like, he's my Asta, my rival da. And Asta doing all that shit. Yeah, the same in canon. But when he goes to catch the when he goes to pick up the sword, he feels an ominous feeling which he never felt before in his entire life, a demonic one to be exact. But he didn't really need to think about what he was sensing. He just grabbed it, and shoved it in his face just like normal. And yeah, they and Asta still had their bro fist bump and all. And when said that he's gonna be training to become a wizard king on his own, and Asta also said that, and they both started to train a separate way. And couple of months passed, and in couple of months, Asta was doing his basic training, magic king stuff and all, but he was more focused on what in the key subjective, because he was trying to more activate more of his potential by using key on himself. He decided to watch what Asta was doing, but then he remembered that Asta would be Asta and doing something really ridiculous, and so he didn't really want to watch it. So then Asta, who was Asta, who Asta, felt a thing when he picked up the sword. Pick up the sword. Here, a dark red aura was trying to climb on his body, but he didn't let it because of the pressure. And when he focused his key on it, when he focused his key on when he's focused on the sword, it was trying to pull away from his hand. When he didn't understand what the sword tried, he then sensed doing his usual stuff, training. He pointed the sword of Yuna and started pulling. Even the naked eye could see it. Then he put two and two together, and he remembered the battle he had with the chainsaw guy, and he put two and two together, and then he got to know that this sword contains anti-magic, and it goes to magic, sucks it up and all. Then he went to gave him the sword to try and use it. And when touched his power started, his mana started to pull, and this is when said that this sword pulls mana inside. Yeah, it rejects, it nullifies mana and all. And that's when Asta gets an idea to use this to his advantage. And couple of months passed, and Asta has grown better at using the sword. And he got two things. One, the demon form. He focused his key, focused the dark aura which was in the sword to around his body, and then he got the demon form. And second, he learned how to fly using the sword. So yeah, these two came in handy, and which is gonna the second one, the flying sword thing, is gonna be handy right now. So after a couple of months, they train and they are going to go to the the selection tournament of the thingy, Magic Night selection tournament. They had to go there, and then when they start walking a couple of distance away from the village, Asta picks up his takes his grimoire out, takes his sword, and tells to hop on his back. Didn't understand what Asta was saying, but Asa said to believe him, and just jumped on his back, being his back and hugging his back and all. And yeah, as I said, and Asa are about the same height. I don't know what height is. I think it's about 190, and Asa is also 190. Don't worry, he's not 150. Yeah, 150, 160s and all. He's 190, so he's huge. Like, he throws his sword, jumps on the sword, and then starts flying. Yuno's like, what the hell? How did you learn this? Asta just says, well, I was training and I learned how to do this with the anti-magic, because the kingdom contains so many magic knights, so I was able to easily locate them and just throw my sword there, which was going on its own direction, so he jumped. And since you can't sit in the sword, I am carrying you on my back. That's it. Yeah. So they fly and fly and fly. And, yeah, Asta's sword is fast, but still not fast enough to reach them in one day. Then Asta, points this out about how they are gonna reach it. It's already evening. Asta smiles. Keeps his front, right hand in front of the sword, in the middle of the sword. Pulls, grabs grabs the handle using his left hand and says, "Black Meteorite!" And then he flies at super speed, but then he reaches the capital in just a minute. And then when he reaches the capital, he says to to jump, and does so without any questioning, because he believes in Asta. Then Asta quickly takes the grimoire, shoves the sword inside, closes the grimoire, and then starts falls down. Starts falling down the ground. Then uses his magic to stop the accelerate the fall, so they don't get hurt. Yeah, they are in the capital at the night, so they don't know what to do, so they just go. They have their lunch, dinner, which they have packed, because they didn't eat anything during the day. They were just hungry because they can't eat in the sword, right? So they ate all the lunch, dinner, or the 2 days, and 2 days passed where they were sleeping in the alleyways. And here, discovered his ability. Discovered the ability to send, activate detection while sleeping. Asta learned it while he was training, so he even teached it to So yeah, 2 days passed. And here we are at the Magical Academy, and that's where I'm gonna leave this episode for right now. I hope you liked. If you liked it, then like, share, subscribe, do the necessary stuff, and if you don't, I understand. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next episode. Peace out.